This wedding was an assignment for my Religion 2 class in Catholic school.
This one's wife. Here is why financial ruin awaits. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This one's wife is a somatic narcissist. Her somaticism is the preference of her narcissism for material matters, matters of appearance. Not all somatic narcissists present in the same way. Some will be very good looking. Others will think that they're very good looking, but they're not. Some will dress spectacularly. Others will wear expensive clothing that looks crap on them. Others won't dress particularly expensively and aren't that bothered about it either. Some will be interested in lots of jewellery and bling. Some will want a fast and expensive car. Some will be interested in having a particularly sought-after address and a huge house. Some will want to be seen at night spots, at clubs, at bars, at restaurants. Others will want to be seen on the red carpet, looking glamorous, hanging out with the beautiful people. Others may not be particularly interested in that. Some will be very much motivated by money. Some will have huge amounts of it and be very tight with it. Others will be hugely generous with it. Some may not have so much, but will use what money they have to control other people. Thus, there are lots of different strands to the somaticism, and they can manifest in lots of different ways dependent upon the subschool of narcissist. We know that with this one's wife, money is a huge residual benefit for her. We know that she is preoccupied with her own appearance, hence why she's had cosmetic surgery, that she regularly wears makeup, that she wears hair extensions, that she wears expensive clothing, although much of the time it doesn't look particularly good on her, and she wears expensive jewellery. She has a large and expensive house. She wants to live in a desirable area. We know that she's hypersexualised. She'll let you do whatever you want, said Harry. She likes appearances in terms of rubbing shoulders with the beautiful and the great and the good. She wants to be noticed, hence the necessity of having a security detail. She likes to utilise private jets. She wants to be seen at film premieres, at events, at red carpet occasions. Thus she is very much preoccupied with her appearance. Such somaticism comes with a considerable cost, and an interesting article by Jan Moir of The Mail at first might have you scratching your head as to what is she actually driving at. But I'd encourage you to persevere with it, because what it will do is it will enable you to understand the world in which this one's wife has immersed herself and why this is going to lead to financial ruin unless something drastically changes. After her 3 years of suffering and penury living in England, you cannot say that the Duchess of Sussex has not fully embraced her splash down and re-entry into America. In particular, this one's wife has embraced the luxe lifestyle and casual opulence enjoyed in her home state of California like a woman who knows she is never letting go again, ever. From her base in upscale Monty Shitshow, this one's wife of today blends right in with the elites. She is now part of the Californian tribe of 1%ers who expect the best of everything. Now, she doesn't blend in the sense that she belongs, but she blends in the sense of she expects the best of everything, driven by her sense of entitlement and her somaticism. For instance, from the provenance of their organic vegetables to the excellence of their handbags, to buying only the best mosaic tiles for their swimming pools. In this world, the thread count is high, the cashmere is minimum 4-ply, the avocados are hand-raised, and even the diamonds are ethically grown. It is consumerism with a conscience, shopping with scruples, and it comes with a cold-pressed, freshly juiced list of desirable designers and luxury emporia, not all of which are available to the public. This one's wife was born here, she was raised here, and boy does she know how to shop here. Having a husband who has just been given a birthday bonus of £9 million by his dear departed great-granny, the late Queen Mother, helps of course, but knowing where to go and what to buy is an it-girl gift more precious than mindfully harvested rubies. So come with us to Monty Shitshow and beyond, and let us peruse this one's wife's top shops and Cali must-haves together. Now, there then follows a rather lengthy article which almost reads like an advertorial for a variety of services and stores. And I'm not going to take you through every single detail of what has been written. It's unnecessary. But I'm going to give you a taste for each thing. So here you are. So first up, Godmothers gets mentioned. And it's described, it must be useful when a new bookshop opens and local authors such as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex come along to lend their support. The Royals in Exile certainly sprinkled some stardust on the opening night of this new business last week. It makes reference to her being the author of the children's book The Bench, which of course has been regularly ridiculed. It talks about Godmothers being housed in a white-painted barn that has been beautifully renovated. A fireplace and armchairs, covered in sheepskins, provide seating for bookworms, and there is a stage for visiting authors to promote their books. Prominent photographs show of Eleanor Roosevelt and Maya Angelou. They line the stairs, and membership is £155 a month for individuals and £260 a month for families for a holiday book concierge. It gives you a flavour of the world in which he's operating. Next up is Logan Hollowell. We do things a little differently here, so says the blurb, this LA jewellery studio favoured by the Duchess of Sussex, perhaps not least because they also claim to make bling for modern goddesses. Miss Hollowell, who modestly describes herself as a writer, a metaphysicist, alchemist and visionary, uses recycled gold, ethically sourced gemstones and conflict-free diamonds in her designs. And while you might think a necklace is just a necklace, it's so much more than that here. Her designs encompass ancient wisdom, magic and inspiration from the universe, always visualizing the spiritual impact and healing effect that a piece will have on its wearer. Every piece is made with intention, love and magic so that it can ultimately change your energy and life in a positive way. Hardly a surprise that this one's wife would want to shop here. It's the kind of word salad magical thinking that she excels at. And she wore Holloway's Fortuna tennis necklace in 18-karat gold at the bookshop opening, which cost £23,000. She's worn her £3,300 Queen Emerald necklace and £1,360 silver necklace featuring her children's astrological signs. There is another store, which I think is pronounced Erewhon, which apparently is the holy grail of health food stores. She's been shopping there since high school, and she's gushed about its biodynamic wines, house-made kombucha, and collard green wraps on her now-defunct TIG website. Character trait acquisition and, of course, triangulation. It talks about how the fruit and vegetables look like they've been individually polished and cleaned before being arranged like artworks. There's a mesmerizing choice of nutritious food items such as kelp noodles, chickpea pasta, and avocado oil. And the takeaway food is something only found in healthy eating obsessed California. There are more products that are named. There's an organic tonic bar. You can wash the food down with a bottle of hand-purified and hyper-oxygenated water for £20. There's the raw animal smoothie, £14. There's a drink named after Justin Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber's strawberry glaze. And tonics include a reishi cappuccino, and there's also a probiotic soda for £11. Apparently, the name of this place is an anagram of nowhere and has been called the unofficial hangout for the young, beautiful and bored by the New York Times. It has 10 stores in the LA area. So basically, an expensive grocery store that this one's wife likes to frequent. There's Jenny Kane, a branch of the women's clothing and lifestyle store. Jenny Kane is located near this one's wife and Harry's home in Monty Shit Show. And it's certainly understandable why the Duchess of Sussex drops in there. There are her oatmeal cashmere jumpers costing £437, and we all know that this one's wife likes to wear some oatmeal because it's adjacent to beige. There is also Poppy Marché, which is a cluster, which is a luxe baby and children's wear boutique with everything a doting mother could want in pint-sized fashion. Apparently this one's wife has been seen popping in there for cute outfits for Archie and Lilibert. The delightful La Quaqueta Penelope dress is just a snip at £118, and a Patagonia sweater for Archie would be £83. You then have Heidi Merrick. She's a fashion designer. This one's wife wore her silk and hemp ginger dress, which was £650. She also wears the oversized square and black frame Santa Barbara sunglasses, £163. There's Wendy Foster, which is a place that sells fashion and home goods, which this one's wife regularly goes to. There's Pilates Platinum, which apparently she goes to, which she has a monthly subscription of £185 and private training is £90 a session. And there's also Hudson Grace, which is apparently a place that specialises in last-minute entertaining essentials. You know, for example, a vintage silver-plated plunge bowl, only £2,043, an asparagus ceramic serving dish at a bargain at £30, or Oscar-winning actress Diane Keaton's new range of black and white dinnerware with salad plates starting at £15 each. Accordingly, these are some of the stores that are mentioned as this one's wife attending and making purchases from. Now, of course, you can shop where she likes, but what Jan Moore is clearly demonstrating is this is the lifestyle that this one's wife clearly wishes to embrace. She wasn't interested ever in service. And in actual fact, shopping in these places to the extent that she does is not only expensive, but is being done because of her somaticism. Thus, she has these expensive tastes, and it's being demonstrated with all of these boutiques that she goes to. Add in the cost of the fact that she has the staff to pay, publicity and PR to attend to, those PR puff pieces that we frequently see, travel costs, which is why she's often on the shill trying to beg a lift in somebody else's private jet, other forms of travel, security detail, which is not cheap at all. Put all of that together along with the lavish spending that takes place, and the fact that there are no current deals, there are no fashion houses or cosmetic giants or content creators beating a path to the door at Monty Shit Show, and, of course, this one's wife is surrounded by people who are wealthier than her. And that, of course, is a threat to control, which compels her to seek to compete by spending more, perhaps spending money that she's not got. So put all of these ingredients together, the environment in which she functions, the shopping, the people that are wealthier than her, that are outgunning her, the absence of deals, staff costs, publicity costs, clothing, jewellery, knickknacks, travel, security. Mix it all together, and what have you got? You have a heady brew, which tells you financial ruin can't be far away because this lifestyle simply is not sustainable. For a narcissist that of the somatic nature, this is terrible news. But her delusion doesn't tell her, you need to cut your cloth accordingly. It tells her she's entitled to this lifestyle. Rather than recognise that she's a very lucky woman indeed to have got to where she has, basically on the strength of being able to suck a golf ball through 40 feet of hosepipe, she believes that she is owed this because her narcissism tells her that. And the consequence of all of this is that you end up with this one's wife wanting to cling on to all of this, continue to have this lifestyle because it fits with her somaticism, even though there will come a point where she'll no longer be able to afford it. And that's why, because of this mixture, financial ruin awaits. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.